Those two hatchets, definitely worth. Oh, yeah. This raid is dope. I think we could confirm that. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the episode of Last Day on Survival. Today, we're returning. Today, we have something huge regarding titanium that we're going to be taking a look at that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. But before we go ahead and dive head first into that, did want to let you guys know that on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time, we're having a huge live stream on dlive.tv/Starsnipe. Link at or near the top of the description and pinned comment to celebrate becoming a global partner over there, which is we are the 4th person to ever do that on DLive, so we're gonna be celebrating. If there's any games specifically you guys want to see us play, obviously we're gonna be doing some Last Day on Earth, maybe some PUBG mobile custom games, stuff like that, but gonna be a ton of fun. Let me know what you guys think, let me know what you guys want to see, and hopefully I see you guys over there at 11 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, noon Eastern Time. But alright, you guys probably want to know about this titanium, and boom, what you guys are seeing right here is actually an interview that Cloud did over with this website called metahub.info, and within it, Cloud, who is one of the members of the Kafir team who has released information within the past over on their Discord as well, talks about, that is right, titanium and dark zones. So without further ado, let's dive in. Could you speak about the fact that some of the items have been appearing as requirements for blueprints for a long time now? Titanium, for example, but are not yet released, while some other things are being released. For example, the garage. We understand that releasing the most efficient weapons and gears right away would overpower some players, but given an appropriate spawn rate with an added difficulty to unlocking their blueprints, similar to the acid bath, would seem like an arguably decent way of doing things, to which Cloud can confirm that titanium is most likely going to be available at dark zones, which are this vague thing where dark zone locations, in the event that your knowledge of the game is too scarce, do not go crazy. This is not something that is currently available in the game. Does that mean we could expect something beyond red zone locations? Of course, and it had already been teased before, but what we know now is that dark zone locations will allow players to finally obtain titanium, to which the question comes in, what are these dark zone locations? And they have actually been, and there's more info from this interview as well that we're going to be going over, but first things first, obviously this titanium and dark zone is a huge thing that we definitely got to talk about a little bit in depth. So dark zones have been teased in the past as well, albeit very vaguely, as being these zones that are going to be without a doubt the most dangerous within the game. So I guess what they are going to kind of be is potentially like a 4th color, kind of past red over here, that we are seeing, and most likely the way that they are going to work, because as we know, the last time that we got a new tier of materials such as the oak planks and copper/steel was when the north was released, and with the north we got 2 sets of locations: the oak forests for the oak, and then the winter zones for the copper. Something similar is most likely going to be in place with the western zones that are going to be added, which will also be coming along with the ATV vehicle, since that is what is required to unlock the watchtower that will be unlocking the west. And we already know that swamp zones are slated to contain the ash planks that we require for some of these more advanced things over here, such as the chemistry station. Well, titanium is kind of in that next tier of metal, but we have not had as much concrete info about it. But what we do know is that it appears it is going to be available within a location even more difficult than the hardest locations available in games so far, kind of giving us a clue that this western zone, when it does come, is going to have even more difficult locations than ever before. And we do know that there's going to be some kind of dark zone location within it that is going to be granting us the titanium that we seek. So definitely some stuff to go ahead and get hype behind over there. And without a doubt, dude, the more we learn about the west, the more hype that I get, because that ATV and this, that's going to be pretty much that in the Outpost update. If you guys don't know more about that, there's actually a little bit of info released in this interview we're about to go out, but I think those are the 2 big boy updates that are kind of in the works right now, along with, of course, multiplayer, which is constantly being worked on. But I think those are the 2 big boy updates we could expect, and those are going to be game changers, I feel like. But enough about that. That's the info that we got regarding titanium and dark zones. If you guys have anything you'd like to add in on, I'd love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below regarding this. Not to mention that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into weekest where I've done it. I just place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button and make sure you're subscribed. We'll go ahead and go a little bit more in depth on that giveaway and the fact that the winners are being announced tomorrow on Saturday, and we're kicking off a brand new weekly weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. You guys can enter it on every single video that is going up of the Last Day on Earth variety, but we'll go ahead and detail that a little bit more later, because boom, what we are seeing here is some more info coming from Cloud with the question, should we expect hordes to increase in difficulty or their mechanics to be modified at some point? The reason we ask is because they feel a bit pointless, except for new players, and yeah, hordes are pretty pointless. They just kind of show up at your base, break a couple wooden walls, and that's about it. And Cloud does have confirmation that yes, they are planning to change the horde. At the moment, the plan is to give players the ability to destroy a horde's nest, thus making a player base safe from the horde. Now, we can kind of already do this over at the witches, so that makes me wonder if they're coming up with an entirely new type of horde's nest that will be a more permanent destruction than the witch's temporary safety. Maybe the horde's nest will be an even harder area that will allow us to actually completely destroy the horde originating from that nest, but thus making a player base safe from the horde. But new outposts will still be raided by zombies and raiders from time to time, so look out, meaning that we have confirmation that our outpost, the outpost update that we've been going over a whole ton within the past 2 weeks, as more information has been coming out, it appears that our outposts are going to be attackable by zombies and by raiders, which brings in the question, is this going to be when the raiders attack, is that going to be more of a just kind of traditional revenge raid? Oh, you have 4 skulls, we're getting a revenge raid. Or is there going to be a different type of action where you actually need to actively defend your base? Because we'll be able to have settlers within those outposts that are most likely going to be able to actively defend our base. We'll be able to arm them, all that type of jazz. But by the looks of it, outposts are shaping up to be a lot more dynamic, because I think in combination with our settlers, we're going to need to defend against zombies and raiders from time to time, and maybe they'll bring some loot along with them. But now that is a very interesting detail regarding outposts, which were recently teased by the marketing team. Many were expecting outposts to be a safe place to trade, but we now know that these locations will be raided by zombies and raiders. What a good way to make things interesting, and they are going to be interesting because from what we've heard, outposts will also come with that pickup truck that we went over just the other day as a new vehicle that we're going to be able to use, and they're pretty much going to serve as a second type of base. A lot of signs are pointing towards them actually being our first outpost available somewhere over here within the north as well, so a lot of coolness going on over there. And boom, this final question that I think it doesn't really reveal anything too new, but I do think it's something that you guys do want to know. When is the end of the beta phase scheduled for? When is Last Day on Earth coming out of beta? Or will it only be when a certain stage of the game is reached? And if so, what stage would that be? Oh, that is easy. Beta ends when we reach a stable build that contains a lot of multiplayer content for the players to play with, meaning that the game will continue being developed upon and it will stay in beta until such a point is reached. And then over here in the notes, while we were hoping for something a bit more specific, it actually makes a lot of sense. Multiplayer content is clearly the focus in the recent updates, and we couldn't more excited. There are currently over 20,000 clans, hot dog, at the moment, so multiplayer will certainly boost the experience greatly. But oh mama, that is quite the smorgasbord of info, I know. And regarding any of this, whether it be the zombie hordes, the role they'll play, and how we'll be able to hopefully permanently destroy them with some kind of horde's nest, not just the witches area over here that every once in a while sends the horde at us, but something that might allow for a more permanent way to keep our home base safe, and the fact that our outposts are going to be vulnerable to raiders and to zombies like that. Just a lot of interesting info coming out. I'd love to hear what you guys got to say about it in that comment section down below. And like I was saying, that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into weekly $12 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure the like button, make sure subscribed. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single Last Day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video from the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth information, such as that which we were able to get a hold of today and release and break down and connect with all the other info that came out. So we're always doing that with all the info that ever comes out. Not just are we spreading it to your guys and gals ears, but let's freaking go. We collecting 7 fingers up in here. Well, I mean, no, well, we are doing that, but we're also breaking down that info. We're connecting it to information released in the past, and even looking for secrets hidden within that info and potential teasers to give us the clearest look at these updates, what to expect, how to prepare for them, and most importantly, if these updates are even worth getting hype over. And by the sounds of it, the Titanium, Dark Zones, and Swamp/Western ATV area, along with this Outpost jazz, is sounding like it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So we're obviously going to be staying in the loop on it, continuing updating you guys with that and all the other jazz that comes out as well, because we're not just limited to that, but there's also going to most likely be, I think, like the Chinese New Year update. We can kind of expect that within the next couple of weeks. So a lot of stuff to keep you all in the loop on. Not to mention, as soon as that update comes out, we're going to be diving headfirst into it, checking it out to the fullest of our extent. We're going to be doing any new locations, new enemies, showing off all that type of jazz. Doesn't matter how hard they are, we will go balls to the walls, boys, to go ahead and show off all that it has. And so you guys are prepared for what is to come, and hopefully you guys know the best way to tackle things, and maybe even know if it's worth going after like a certain zone, or if maybe it's best maybe holding off till you have a certain weapon, or until things get easier. Maybe it's not worth it at all. Like the loot that you could get from that zone might be poop, or maybe a boss enemy that's absolutely, I don't know, it's like freaking Godzilla, undefeatable. I don't know if Godzilla is undefeatable. Haven't watched Godzilla, I know, roast me in the comments, but please don't spoil it, because I kind of do want to watch it with base sometime coming up here. But yeah, and that notification bell is a great way to stay up to date with every single video going up that y'all can turn on for that weekly giveaway, not to mention all the other dope survival games that we are checking out on the channel as well, that I think you guys and gals would definitely go ahead and enjoy, and go ahead and give them a look. We're playing some 7 Days to Die, that is a very much so beloved one by a lot of you guys who have given it the chance. Not to mention, we've started out this game Family Man, that's actually really freaking cool. I think if you guys haven't given that one a look, that one might be pretty enjoyable. But we're always checking out cool games. Make sure to give them a look if you guys haven't already. But with that, this military convoy has been cleared, so let us make our way back. Back where, do you ask? Well, I kind of want to go forwards, I'm not gonna lie. I know we got a raid we got to prepare for. Oh, hold on, is there maybe a chopper event popping up? No chopper event today. Ay caramba, senor. But when in Rome, aka when around the bunker, let's make our way to the bunker. And while we didn't really come prepared with tickets, we do have this finger that we could toss in, and there's always a blind one awaiting to be murdered in cold blood. So, Mr. Blind One, I will come to you and I will murder you in cold blood. For that is my job. Wait, no, I'm his nutritionist. I'm not trying to murder anyone. I don't know what you're talking about. Today's bunker code, in case you guys are in need of it, is gonna be 31968. If that's out of date by the time you're trying to go ahead and put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below for an up-to-date version brought to you by the fan-freaking-tastic community here at the Snipe Gang. And if you guys don't see it down there, hey, go ahead and drop that bad boy to go ahead and spread some positivity and help out those who might be in need. But right now, I'm in need of doing something with this finger, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Hello to you, Mr. Terminal. Hello to you, Mr. Shelf filled to the brim with the hopefully no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, really good goodies. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Let's go. I'll take a pistol and all those metallic materials any day of the week. And I think my boots or something. Yeah, those boots are about to break. If we're trying to go fight, we'll just keep on using these boots for now, but we'll definitely swap into some better ones here in just a moment. We did not come prepared with tickets, like I said. Let's use up that band-aid, but I'll go ahead and leave a couple of things behind. Chow down on some food, so we're prepared for that. And yeah, we're gonna make a little bit of room here, since I do want to be able to grab the goods that the blind one is obviously gonna be dropping for us. And let's go and activate that hard mode so we could go and pay our good little buddy the usual visit. Hello, Mr. Person, how do you do? Don't mind me, just going through, getting prepared to activate the protocol and spread a little bit of death and destruction. Hello, Fast Biter. Goodbye, Fast Biter. God dang it. This guy noticed us over here. That's okay. We'll take him out of the lickety-split and down to fabled floor number 3 we go. Bunker Alpha, I know what you contain for me, but the question is, can you contain a lot of hard mode items on top of all the zombies that you're guaranteed to contain? And my answer is, I really hope so, my dude. Really hope so. And I'm gonna try to save my pistol drizzle for some of the tougher enemies that are gonna be running up on us, since for the most part we got some of these easier dudes over here in the form of these fast biters. And I love the one thing about this machete is that let's go and spread a little bit more. Hello, Flota Blota. Hopefully our armor stays intact. If we take too much armor damage, we might need to come back and murder the blind one next time if we just don't have the armor available to us at the moment, because we are gonna be meleeing these guys a little bit, as you guys are seeing, since we have a buttload of machetes and whatnot. And I do want to save my guns for if and when we do get to the blind one. But the un problem with that, okay, our boots broke. Let's go and upgrade those bad boys. But un problemo with that is that, well, doing melee takes a lot bigger of a toll upon our armor than attacking from a range. So just kind of a little something that we got to keep in mind as we go ahead and slice and dice this exploder to a billion little bits. Hello, my guy. Yes, you are being sliced into a billion bits. I hope that's cool with you, dude, because it's coming for you. And oh, no. Oh, barely got out of that one in time. I'll go ahead and Winchester his little bibis. I'm sorry to Winchester your bibis like this. They're going out wild, wild west style, but it had to be done, mein comrade. And goodbye to them. Hello to these. And let's go ahead. We'll be dealing with these guys. Let's get some melee back up in the mix. We'll start with the machete and mix things up with the katana. As soon as this bad boy goes ahead and breaks, oh, tendon rip to you. Probably should have tendon ripped the person who didn't die as soon as I tendon ripped him. And hello. I like what I'm seeing there, because that tendon rip ability does slow down their attack by 20%, which is definitely a pretty good thing to go ahead and benefit from. So we'll tendon rip that guy to hopefully save us a little bit of death down the line. Well, hopefully not death, hopefully just a little bit of pain. I definitely don't intend on dying. I intend on murdering, and plenty of murder there is. And ooh, plenty of pretty good stuff over there. And let's make our way through. Ow. Of course, that hit us a little bit, but our armor's looking pretty intact. We'll just go over here to some better boots. We will equip these pistols over here, and we are prepared to spread a little bit of that death and destruction that I was talking about. Yeah, his time will come, my friends. Let's go ahead and heal on up to 100%. I don't want to be risking nothing for the biscuit over here. What I want to be is spreading a little bit of death to my blind buddy. Hello, blind one. How do you do? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hit me up a little bit. Let's see how that goes for you. And as soon as he does that, one more, he'll charge into this wall. We'll do that. We'll come over here and we'll spread a little bit of that pistol drizzle all up in your face, Mr. Blind One. And there goes pistol number 1. Luckily, we still had pistol number 2. And unfortunately, that pistol did take a little bit of a toll. Let's go and equip, honestly, we'll go with another pistol over here. He's about to charge into that wall. I'm about to sidestep that wall because unfortunately, the blind one, well, he is blind. He can't see that I'm not there anymore. And oh, no. See, he could smell where his food is, though. But as you're the leading nutritionist in the post-apocalyptic last day on Earth world, Mr. Blind One, I do need to tell you, I'm also going to go ahead and use that heal ability and actually heal by myself a little bit. I do need to tell you that you are snacking just a little bit too much, and as someone who really cares for you, as you can tell by all the bullets I'm putting into you, I'm going to have to ask you to stop it, kind sir. All right, I'm glad that's been established. He's going to hit us a little bit more. I'm going to heal a little bit more. He's going to charge into a little bit more of a wall, and I'm going to spread plenty of death to this guy right over here, and he's going to go ahead and start that heal. I'm going to go ahead, hit that alarm, and here we are at yet another crossroads with him probably just about to die even harder than ever before. So he's going to get a couple more hits off on us, and honestly, in about 2 more volleys, I think we should be good. Although our good pistol that does critical damage is about to break, and we're going to a more traditional pistol that definitely doesn't do as much damage and isn't really a threat. At least, I don't know, this one has a comfortable magazine, but I don't think it's really a threat to do critical damage, so a little bit poopy there, but no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. This might be just enough to take him down with your hand in the wall, looking like a fool with your hand in the wall, Mr. Blind Dude. And let's start making our way back home. But you know where I wish we were making our way towards? The dark zone, man. I wish we were collecting that titanium right now, because just from the sounds of it, dude, that has me, I just need it. I want it, and that's all that I could muster up to say. But for real, let me know what you guys think, like how the dark zone's gonna end up being. If you guys like, what, like, I don't know, do you think that maybe that's the thing that I'm thinking, is that maybe the swamp zone will technically be a dark zone, or maybe the swamp zone will have a dark zone version. Like, if the dark zone ends up being kind of like the level 4 zone, where like green's level 1, yellow's level 2, and whatchamacallit, red's level 3, if dark zone ends up being kind of like the level 4 of the whole shindig, it kind of just has me wondering, like, how's it all gonna play out together? And it makes me wonder if, like, I feel like the swamp might end up technically having a dark zone version, and then wherever the titanium will be able to be found might be a dark zone, or maybe the dark zone is literally the name of it. Maybe the dark zone is completely separate from the swamp zone. Dude, whatever it is, this is just some super dope info, and bless up that we finally have confirmation regarding where the titanium should be able to found, and definitely should be able to be found. I Englished that right. Okay, I wasn't sure if my English was all being all proper and whatnot there, laddie. But I do know that, ooh, there's an airdrop that we could probably pay a visit to after we pay a visit back home and prepare for that raid. And I know that we left some stuff over at the bunker. No worries, we'll be making a return trip over there. Hopefully tomorrow we'll make a pit stop with our green, yellow, and red. That's the color I'm thinking of, red, the ticket crates. But between that, there's outpost news and the zombie horde and raiders that we're gonna have to worry about at the outpost, the potential battles that are gonna be going on. Like, I just want to hear how you guys think the zombies and raiders are gonna come into play with the outpost. Like, how you think that little zombie horde's nest we're gonna be able to destroy, how that's gonna play out, if it's gonna be like a super hard zone, in your guys' thoughts, and definitely whatever your guys' thoughts are around this titanium and this dark zone and how it's gonna come into play with that western ATV area. But we got to worry about a northeastern area, so we're going to talk to the raiders over here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and prepare for that raid and talk to y'all in a sec. And after talking to these raiders just a little bit more, we were able to convince them to give us the coordinates of some poor sap's base who now has the privilege of being raided, and we also have access to some tools of the trade over here in the form of some hatchetry that ought to be able to help us out in our quest as well. And I'm also going to go ahead and put some stuff away, and as you guys can see, we are getting closer to, well, after this raid, we got to work our way back up to being at the point where we have 4 skulls, because that is where we could get raided a lot. You might be like, Star, you're mad, you want to be raided? Actually, yeah, because then if we play our cards right, we have a free revenge raid awaiting us. A lot better than the raid we need to go out on, although it can go out kind of poopy when maybe they take a lot of valuable things. But that's besides the point. The point is, Bob Grom is the first step in one of many that will hopefully involve us building our way back up to that. So tomorrow, definitely expect a raid. Potential get a double raid going off sometime soon as well. But Mr. Bob Grom, hello to you, kind friend. How are you doing today? Hopefully you are prepared for a... Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. This guy looks like he's ready to be raided. And yeah, boy, this is looking like quite the extensive raid we have on our hands here. And I probably should have brought more hatchets. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting the game to finally give us a good raid. I feel like the game knows how many hatchets we bring, but I think there's a course of action we ought to be able to take that won't end too poorly. It'll mainly involve some high explosives being properly put to use. So I think this is the game plan we're going to want to do, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll find some more hatchets throughout this base as well, but we should still be able to get some pretty good parts of his base, so I'm not too salty. Let's get 2 C4. That is about what we are going to need to get into the juicy chunks that this base has to offer, and that's going to begin over here, because there's a certain way we could raid into this base that will involve the big one not being able to have his way as per usual. What do I mean by that? I mean, there's gonna be a small little chest room we're gonna be able to take advantage of right over there, and let's go ahead and bring a little bit of death and destruction to these fast biters over here as soon as they make our way over. And oh, they triggered the noise trap. God dang it. Did not realize that we were gonna need to be worrying about that. Let's bring a little bit more death over to this blota, and okie dokie, check it out. So we can go ahead and leave this little chest intact, and as a result of that, we're gonna be able to sneak our way right into here. Now from here, I believe this is the next one that we're going to want to break into, and that should lead us over to some sort of a long hallway leading to, I believe this room actually should have some pretty good chests within it. And we are a little bit low on that resource that we really need, known as hatchets, so why don't we go ahead and actually get ourselves a couple of these packs for unlockings to go ahead and bring them in, because if you pull a hatchet and you bring it out of your inbox, for example, and also we could stock up on some football helmets for the Super Bowl coming up, so a little bit of a double whammy. But if we do get ourselves some of those hatchets, we should be able to pull them out of our inventory, and pulling them out of your inventory makes zero noise whatsoever, so we could honestly just save the rest of those for now. I just want to grab some hatchets over here, so we should be able to break into this room over here and start enjoying the withins. And oh baby, the withins are looking juicy. Hello to you, chest number 1. Oh, like what I see. I like what I see. I like what I see. I'm also a fan of that. We're going home happy campers today. Those 2 hatchets, definitely worth. Oh yeah. This raid is dope. I think we could confirm that without a shadow of a doubt. Now, we are going to have a poop ton of people that we got to deal with here, so let's just start bringing those over slowly but surely, and then we'll kind of deal with them one by one. But, oh mama, quite the nice raid awaits us today, and I like what my eyes are seeing, and god dang it, they're triggering the noise trap more and more. I don't like that. I don't want them triggering the noise trap, but then we should be able to probably just break into the rest of these chests that we have access to here. We got 3 more hatchets, so not a huge plethora of hatchets. I don't really want to use those breaking into other potential things that maybe won't treat us super kindly, but what I do want to do is bring the rest of the death to those blotas. There might be a couple of toxic abominations we got to deal with. But now we're looking pretty good for now for the most part, so let's lickety-split make our way over to our own chopper. Let's drop off the amazing things we just pulled out of there. Oh, baby. And we got a military backpack, a fishing rod. Honestly, I'm pretty good with that. Hello, I hear you, Toxic Abomination. A leg shot. Let's go ahead and slow your roll a little bit there, buddy. Yeah, that guy was moving in slow-mo. Straight out of the Matrix once we were done with him. And, okie dokie then. I did not realize that this was going to be so juicy. I like the fact that it ended up this juicy, though. Now, the question is, are any other rooms worth breaking into? I honestly think that this room right over here that we're looking down into might have some good stuff within it. So I know we're going to sacrifice pretty much our entire iron hatchet, but I don't think any of those other chests over there are really amazing. But over here you guys can see some pretty good stuff, and we got to be prepared because the big one is definitely going to be coming up. And hello, and ooh, I should probably filled up on stuff from there. Thank you very kindly. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's skedaddle on out of there. And dude, I might just end up being happy with the SWAT armor. Like I don't want to get too risky for the biscuit here because it's already about to get pretty freaking risky, and this guy's about to teleport to us. He's about to hit us. I'm about to run away, but I'll use the rest of this hatchet and see maybe if we can't pull something decent. But without a doubt, those 3 chests over there are what you guys want to be going for if you manage to pull this base out of your system. And hello, big one. Ow. Please don't hurt me like that. That's not nice. And if you guys break in the way that I did, that chest over there is going to be magical for you guys. So hopefully that's a little bit of a helpful thing if you guys come across this definitely dope base. And you guys will pretty much be set on SWAT armor for a decent amount of time, I would say. And I'm just going to go ahead and I guess we got that Winchester there too. I will leave behind the Winchester for some SWAT armor 9 times out of 10, baby. I will take that trade. I'll bring some death to you. And honestly, I want to see if we can't hit the big one with a slowdown, because I know that that should be possible. So why don't we test it here with 1 shot after we hit him. Let's leg shot. And I don't really know if he's like, he definitely moves a little bit slower, so that's kind of a good sign. Let's just take all, let's use the rest of this hatchet over here on one more colored chest, and then we're gonna skedaddle on out because he's about to teleport to us. Slow down. Yes, it actually does slow him down. Dude, that's amazing, because I think we could use that as a wombo combo. And actually, why don't we go and put on an entire new good set of armor. He's going to teleport to us in a second here. We're going to run away. I'm going to swap that out for a real set of SWAT armor here, and we are making it out like bandits today, boys and girls. Let's get some boots. Let's get some body armor. Let's get a helmet. Okie dokie, looking good there. Let's get, whoop. Okay, got a shot off on us. I see you. A slowdown. Dude, that's just so amazing. We can actually outrun the big one now. This brings a lot of potential with it, and I am a fan of potential. And he's going to teleport to us. Hopefully we don't die here. And he's going to do... Ooh, he's starting to do like 39 damage. So he's starting to be a pretty heavy hitter. Let's see what we got within this chest over here. This chest has a sledgehammer. Let's try to get a couple more shots off here. He's about to teleport to us. And when he does, I'm going to be ready. Whoop! Nice. We were able to hit him with that. Slow down. Oh, we missed our slowdown shot. We're going to wait for him to teleport one more time, and we're going to break through one more chest, hopefully, and then I think we're going to pick up that sledgehammer, put it in our secondary slot. We're starting to run low on medkits, too, to play games with this guy. We're going to put it in our secondary slot after we break through one more chest, and we're going to see what this has in store, and okay, I think I actually started chopping at a wall, so kind of derped on my part there. Going to wait for him to teleport to us. Whoop! Okay. Those hits are starting to hurt more and more, and we're going to put that over there. Here we got all of those that we could organize, just trying to make a little bit of sense of what's going on here. And yeah, we're going to want to get like 2 more sets of boots to have 5 full sets of SWAT armor out of this raid. So yeah, I'm having a good day. How are you guys doing? That is going to keep us armored for a very nice time to come, and he's going to teleport to us one more time. We're going to run out of here, and that's going to start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. I hope that you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like button. Can't wait to see what you guys gotta say in that comment section down below. Not to mention, best luck to you guys and gals in that $25 iTunes Play Store a gift card giveaway. And dude, this dark zone is about to be dope. The titanium, all of it. And oh, we're gonna have to trade in a good amount of stuff because we're coming home pretty loaded. I ain't gonna lie, but best luck to you guys and gals in that $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Winner being announced tomorrow. Hopefully I see you guys at 11 a.m. Central Time, DLive.tv/Starsnipe tomorrow for the dope stream that we are gonna be doing. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Again, the Chopper Gas Tank and joining the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup. Again, the True Friend perk. Leveling up your own perks and skills. Not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base. Going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses the game has to throw at you. Getting past the multiplayer wall. And most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.